Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to part 2 of building a circuit. So, as you can see right here, this is what we did in the previous stream slash episode. Decided to structure these a bit more, and I may as well leave them up on the channel. Maybe I'll make them unlisted, maybe only access to a playlist or something, I don't know. But yeah, essentially, last time we soldered all the components in. That was about a week ago. And I've seen one component since that I believe is not good because it is making a connection to something it shouldn't be. Yep. Yes, okay. So as you can see, right here, if the camera will focus, I'll tap to focus, yep, there we go. So as you can see there, that has made a connection across there, which is not good. That's not what we want. Because one will be negative and one will be the inputs to these. So I'm going to have to make sure that's separated, which shouldn't be too difficult. Should be fairly simple. And yeah, so it never actually occurred to me that people might watch this after it's been live streamed. So I've decided to step up the production value, I guess. So let's see if this is. Oh yeah, wow. Jeez. Might have to wet the sponge. Yeah, sponge is pretty dry, as you can see. May as well take you with me. See how we go. Alright. Get out of my room. Hello, Haze Games. Welcome to the stream. I'm just wetting the sponge for my soldering iron. Let me just get back to where I was. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so there's the sponge. Such interesting. I can tell there's a bit of sarcasm in there. Alright. Hopefully. Oh, Jesus. Such sponge. Yep. Not much anymore. I'm going to be doing some soldering. So the first thing I need to do is detach that. There we go. Didn't think that would be too hard. There we go. Okay, so never mind Doge memes. Meh, this is interesting. Okay. Alright, so they're disconnected now. I might have to get some sort of data sheet up. One sec. Because I can't actually remember the connections. Actually, I have them written down over here in this little book. So essentially, I'm going to be connecting these wires because they are connected to the LEDs, as you can see. They're connected to the LEDs, and I need to basically connect the ICs to the LEDs. Alright, so I've got this little book here that I've written stuff down in, and I should have the pinout in here somewhere. Yep, here it is. Okay, so the thing is pointing this. Is this basic or complex? Well, pretty basic for circuit making and stuff, but if you don't know anything about it, I guess it's a bit confusing. But yeah, alright, so let's see here. So the IC is pointing that way. So just trying to wrap my head around this real quick. So Q0 should be 1, 2, 3. Should be this pin right here, I do believe. So I can have that fairly short. Just add a bit more than I need, just to make sure it's all good. So yeah, how you going, Haze Games? How's life? How's life? Alright. Let me just twist this a bit. And one question. What's that one question? 3. I believe it is this pin. Just like that. And I need to connect it just like that. Okay. Let's have a look here. Spin it around so it makes a bit of sense. Yep, it is. It's that pin. Alright. Now, what I did last time is just had it sticking out a bit and then just soldered it on. Oh, here we go. Sorry, the chat's not scrolling down for some reason. Could you? How do you fail? Do you fail completely if you get one thing wrong? Well, not really. It depends on what you get wrong. So if maybe some of the circuit will work if you get something wrong, but other parts of the circuit won't. Or sometimes if you solder a power cable incorrectly or something, it could make the whole circuit not work. It depends what you mess up, I guess. So yeah, Q1. Okay, so that's the one right next to it, which is not super convenient, but it's all good. Would you be able to fix it? Yes, definitely. You can always go back to the circuit, look at the solder joints, and just have a look at, what's going wrong. Usually it's something really simple that you missed. It's happened quite a few times. Okay, so hang on. I soldered that to the wrong pin. See right there? I messed that up. Simple fix. I just need to... I don't want to touch my hand, otherwise I'll burn myself. Desolder that. Huh, lol. Why are you asking? You gonna try and do something like this yourself? This is my first actual, first circuit I've designed and put together myself. There we go, so that needs to go in there. Nope, that's wrong. That fell out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. It is 3 along, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. And now it's coming out a bunch. That's not what I want particularly. Okay, let me just rotate. Wow, well, I'm thinking I might do this stuff next year. Okay, yeah. I definitely recommend it. It's really interesting. Really, really fun to do. And frustrating if you can't seem to solder something, right? No, I definitely recommend doing it if you're interested in it, because it's really good. I really like it. Now this one needs to go there. I can just put that in there. And get some solder. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's a bit long, but it should still be fine. Is that connected? Yeah, that's connected. Okay. Now, that's the extent of the wires that I soldered in last time. So I'm going to solder in another wire, which will be on the next LED. So I believe, did I do that right? Yes. So that'll be on this one. So I can solder it in there. There we go. Okay, so now that's all good. Now, where does that have to go? It has to go on the other end. So on that pin right there. Okay. Cut that about there. Maybe that's a bit short, but oh well. It's all good. That needs to go. These are the positive pins, right? Let me just, yeah. Okay. Just had to make sure. I believe in you. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Sure, it's not going to work the first time because things normally don't work the first time, but you can get it correct. Thanks, man. I'm glad you believe in me. Sure, I'll get it right eventually. Because before I soldered everything together and stuff, I did experiment with it on, just unplug that, on a breadboard right here. So basically this is, you can put your components in and basically test to see if it'll work. And it's a very good idea to do, very good idea. Made sure everything works before I actually, start putting components in. And I also wrote down a circuit diagram of the whole thing, which should be somewhere. Huh, very smart. Thank you. Yeah, so there's, you can't really see it. I wrote down a circuit diagram of everything in here, which is a bit confusing at first, but if you write it, it's not too confusing. That's a bit too zoomed in. There we go. Sorry, it's a bit off center. I can't really. Oh, there we go. Just move the phone a bit. Okay, so now the next one. Alright, so the wire needs to go into there. Just get that in, just like that. So are you thinking of learning this, like by yourself or in school or something? Where are you going to learn it from? I guess is what I'm asking. That way. Q3, that's on the bottom pin, one from the bottom. Okay. So it has to go right there. Understandable and I don't care. In school probably. Okay. Yeah, that's where I learnt the basics, I guess. I did engineering in year 9 and it taught me some stuff about, how to solder and stuff. But I learnt most of the stuff by myself. It's just a bit easier. Well, not really. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely recommend doing it. It's a lot of fun. There we go. Now, where does the next one have to go? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the second one from the bottom on the far end. So that one right there. Okay. I'll use this bit of wire here. That's probably a bit too short. Probably. Stop that. There we go. Okay, so now I probably should have done like the power wires and stuff first, but no, she'll be right. Oh, I start high school next year, so that's why I'm thinking about doing it. Okay, sorry about my spelling. I'm on tablet. Nah, it's all good. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know how much they'll teach you about it then, but yeah. So do you not what school do you go to? That would be a bit weird. What am I trying to ask? I guess like what kind of a school? Like is it a private school or is it just like a public school type thing? I guess. What's scrolling down again? No. Yeah, that one. Oh, that's not very good. Public. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, that's the one up. Up the very far end, so this one. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that sort of joint looks a bit lackluster, I guess. There's not much on there. There we go. That's a bit better. Although you need to do an application to get in. I don't know if that means private school. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know that much. I think that means it's a private school. I don't know though. I could definitely be wrong. Oh no, that's wrong. Get that in there. Okay. There we go. So now, that needs to go on the far end, that's right. So I'd like to make it go above all these wires, probably, to about there. There we go. I'm bored, so I'm playing City Skylines while watching. Alright, that's all good. It's how I normally watch live streams as well, to be totally honest. No, far pin on this side, what am I doing? Okay. What? That is so complicated. Skitty? City Skylines or what I'm doing? Because yeah, it's a bit complex, I guess, but I don't know, once you learn it. Oh, I think I just connected to solder joints. Not good. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Just have a closer look at this real quick. Yeah, that's definitely connected. Okay, so sorry about that. Alright, so now I need to doesn't help with that pin's bent to crap ton. I might need to move this closer and do this off camera. Oh, Jesus. Melting plastic, not good. Jeez, I'm gonna burn a component, I swear. Sorry for not being very responsive. What you're doing? Okay. No, not what I want. Okay, that's really annoying and hard to fix. Oh? Oh, Jesus. Flinged solder somewhere. Whatever makes you able to do it, do it. Alright, yeah. Sorry for not really filming it. So basically, those two little bits are connected, and that will essentially make it not work. So we've got to get a way to disconnect them whilst not burning the plastic. That would be nice. Surprised it wasn't connected in the first place. And why is that really difficult to bend? Okay. Might have to grab a pair of pliers real quick. Yes, okay. I bent that pin out of the way, so now yep, alright, there we go. Alright, so, if I just look closely, that pin right there, that middle one, was bent over, so it was actually making contact with the one next to it, which isn't the best. That's not very good, but it's all good now. I've moved the pin, not without struggle, but you know, it's all good, it's all good. Okay, so now... Oh, no. Did I just lose? No. Can't really. Alright, there we go. There's another LED in. So, now. Where am I? Wire. Where'd my wire go? Oh, I've only got a little bit left. Oh well. Should be able to do the next one. So what's the next part? So that would be in Q5. So 6 is right next to 2. So that would be that one and that one. There's 6 and 7. Okay. It would have stuffed it up if you didn't, I'm guessing. Yeah, definitely. I think so. I don't know, actually. What is... Oh, yes. That probably would have stuffed it up, honestly. But, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Anyway. Is that long enough to reach from, what, here to here? Yes. No. Just gonna get some more wire, hang on. So where I'm getting all my wire from is this old... I have no idea where it came from, but it's this massively, really long set of cables, which turns out to actually be... goes onto the end of a headphone cable. I don't know why there was this long of a cable just for, like, headphones or something. I don't know. These were given to me by a family member. But basically it comes in 2 wires, as you can see here, and that's not good. That's splitting in the wrong spot. Let me just cut off a good amount. True, that's long, yeah. So I'll cut that bit off. That's probably safe up to there. And then I'll cut those both off. Start to kind of do this again. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I just realized I didn't do any of that off camera. So basically I'm splitting the wires, so they're individual wires, and they're very thin, so they're pretty easy to work with, and they should be fine. So I'll just like get a crap ton of this. There we go. Okay. Chuck that down there. Alright, so this can just go in the bin. Zoom in a bit again. There we go. Alright. So now wire stripper. Strip that. Okay. So now that will go into the next one. Oh, that's a bit long. Just cut a bit off there real quick. Boop. Get that in there. Oh, nope. There we go. No. What's going on here? That's in there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now solder. that. Oh. Oh, what? That didn't even go in. Just solidify. Oh. Sorry if you see any smoke, by the way. Coming up to the camera. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of solder. All good though, because it is not making a connection. Okay. Good, good, good. Now, what is that one? That is... Sorry about the dog. That's the one that goes in there. Wait, which one is first? Yep, okay. So essentially that goes in there, just... Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Walk, walk, walk. Yep. Get that up about there. So, out of curiosity, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, I guess. But, what country are you from? Are you from Australia, or are you from somewhere else? Probably with a similar time. I don't care, I have 3 doggos, yeah. Yeah, you get used to it after a while, I guess. Yeah, Aussie, okay. I was wondering because our time zone is very, very different to other countries, so, you know. Don't normally get many Americans or anything watching my stream. Yes, that in there. Oh, sorry about that. Let's move that wire out of the way. These wires are slowly getting longer and longer. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but oh, bounce that a bit. Oh well. Okay. All good, all good. Yep, that's in the right place. Okay. Nearly had a mini heart attack there. Don't want to put it in the wrong place again. That'll be annoying. Okay. Now, let's get a bit more wire here. This is probably a good length. Alright, now let's get that in here. So this is a bit repetitive, I will admit, but have to test, make sure everything works smoothly. Okay. That can definitely be shortened a slight bit. Yeah, you, Oz as well, so it's 4:36 p.m. for me, yeah. Yeah, it's, well, it would have been 4:36. Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah, time zones, man. They're weird things. Weird things. Very frustrating. Trying to talk to friends in America and stuff, and they're always asleep. Alright, get that in there. There we go. Okay. This is getting a lot harder as time goes on. Oh, that's a lot of smoke. Okay. So let me just make sure that, oh god, there's no connections. I can't tell whether that's a connection or not. I think it might be. Let me just try and, that's definitely not connected now. And that's definitely not connected now. Okay. I don't think so anyway. Okay, so now, that's still not all of them. Is that all of them along the bottom though? Let me just see. Yep, okay, so that's all of them along the bottom, thank God. Otherwise that would be very frustrating. So now it's just the last two, which Shouldn't be too hard. So just make sure. Fortnite or Apex Legend? Apex Legends. I'm not really into either, honestly. Not really. Don't really care for those kind of games, to be honest. But if I had to pick between the two, probably Apex Legends. I enjoyed that a bit more than Fortnite, I'll be honest. Also PewDiePie or T-Series. It's got to be PewDiePie. Come on. Of course, PewDiePie. Wonder if he'll get to what's the next milestone? 100 million first? Wonder. I don't know how he's managed to stay in front. Okay, I'll play Apex Legends. Oh yes, nice choice. Fingers crossed, yes. Yeah. Have you not played Apex Legends before? It's basically just another battle royale game, let's be honest. The movement's pretty cool, but apart from that, not really too many redeeming factors, I guess. So yep, that's one at the end. Okay. Yeah, I never liked multiplayer. I've got both Fortnite and Apex. Okay. Yeah, I was never really one for competitive multiplayer games. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's not that I don't like them. They're fun. I just, not really my type of game, I guess, you know? Okay, let me just try and, neither. Just try and get this in real quick. There we go. Was that touching the other side? Yeah, I think I could probably fix that. Okay. End that up a bit. Is it? I believe it is not. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab the multimeter. Right here. Basically, this will test the connections, see if it's all good. So, well, what I'm going to be using this for mainly is just to test that there's no, actually, I'll use it to test anything. Well, I hate people killing me over and over, so I play Fortnite for creative. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, Okay, there we go. So basically, whenever they make contact, it'll beep. I don't know if you can hear that, but probably. So now I'll just make sure that this and this not connected. Okay, awesome. This and this also not connected. I can. What was that in response to? Sorry, I don't forgot. So they're definitely not touching. So it's that and that. Yep, all good. Let me just test them from the top down. Okay. I mean, I can Hesser here. I can hear. It's probably what he's trying to probably him. It's probably what you were trying to type. Sorry. No connection. Yep, the connection. Okay. There, and where does that go? There. Okay. Here and here. All good. Okay. Here. And where does that one go? Over here. There we go. Just make sure those aren't connected. Nope. Here and on the other side over here. No. There we go. Okay. Yes. Yeah, here. Yeah. Which was the last one I test? I'll just do this one. Okay, these aren't making a connection, are they? No, alright. It's this one, and that goes over here. Oh. No? Oh, it goes over to here, does it? That's not very well connected. Hang on. Let me just check this real quick. Oh no, I take it back. Oh no, no, I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, no, that's only just in. Alright. Let's try and fix that then. It might be a bit of a pain. Let me just move all these other wires out of the way. Okay, that should be a bit better. There we go. Okay, so now, let me just look at that. Yeah, that is a hell of a lot better. Okay, so I think that's all those connections to the LEDs done. Oh, there's one left? Oh, of course there's one left. Hang on, let me just test to see if that's... Hmm? Okay. I don't think they're making a connection. All good, all good. Did you say anything in chat? Yeah, no. Alright, so now, let me just get that last one in. I didn't realize I had one left. I just kind of totally forgot to do that. I'm here still, yep. I was just seeing whether you typed something in chat while I was focusing on this. Here we go. Get that out. Let me get this one in. I may have cut that a bit short. Oh, I just started up. Rip. Alright, let me just twist that. It's very difficult to twist wires. Oh no, is that gonna reach? Yes, but only just. That's gonna be a bit of a tight fit. Oh well, all good. I'll just have to solder it in a bit differently, I think. Let me just line that up. There we go. Alright. I don't know how I'm going to get it in. I've already got some solder on this, so maybe I can just melt that solder and secure it in there. And use a bit more, maybe. Oh, damn. I'm gonna just put a bit more solder on there. If I just connect it, yep, I have. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna have to take this off camera. Sorry about that. Maybe if I zoom out enough, it'll show it. No, okay. Okay, there we go. Disconnected it. So now if I just get this in. There we go. Okay, thank God. Okay. Now that wire's in. That was a bit of a pain. And it's going to continue to be a pain, isn't it? Because that's going to... I'm going to have to solder a wire into that pin right there. If I zoom in a bit. Round 2, lol. Gonna have to solder a wire to that pin there. And that's not much clearance. That's gonna be annoying. Actually, I could probably just bend it around while I do it and then... I don't know. I'll figure something out by the time I'm doing it, but yeah. Okay, so that's the wiring done for these LEDs up the top here. Zoom out again. For the LEDs up the top, and that's just connecting them to this IC. So I also need to give them ground, which I can also do. However, I don't know whether I should do the ground and power first, because I was going to do the power first, and then I realized that the power doesn't actually need to go through these. The main power isn't constantly going through these LEDs. So I just decided not to, but I don't know. Yeah, I might do the power now, because the power is going to have to go through the ICs and whatnot. So I'll do the power, and then I'll do the ground, and then we'll go from there. So let me just put away my multimeter, aka chuck it over there. Now let me get the circuit diagram up. Alright, so, also, for reference, this circuit is going to be going in this front panel that I made with my dad. He did all the woodworking stuff, and basically all these switches and stuff are going to control that. Looks complicated, but I just wanted to have an excuse to use a bunch of switches, I'll be honest, because who doesn't like buttons, you know? So the circuit will go up there, just like that. There we go, just like that. So it'll go in there, and there'll be all the cables and stuff out the back for all the wires and stuff. This is kind of irrelevant for now. I love buttons. Don't we all? Don't we all? So, but I wanted to get the whole circuit made and out of the way before I work on soldering all these buttons and stuff to everything. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna try and get power to everything that needs to have power, obviously. What else would I be getting power to, I guess? But okay, so let's I'm gonna first find out what needs power. So they both connect to the same point, which is all well and good. Oh, there's resistors up here as well. I forgot about that. Hang on. Let me just try and identify stuff real quick. That's the only weird resistor, so it must be this one right here, and that is not connected to the middle pin of a transistor. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, okay, so it's this one. And that is... what? Why did I do that? Oh no, alright, hang on. I did a dumb. Okay. So basically what I did is I assumed this LED was going to be on all the time, which is definitely not going to be on all the time. Especially because if you want to reset it, you're only going to be able to reset it when this LED is on, which is not what I want. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. might have to... Okay, well first, I'm going to have to desolder it, obviously. So it's those two pins in there. So I believe it is this one. So it's one. So that one and that one. Okay. I haven't used this in a while, but let's see how we go. So, connect to that pin. So basically, does that work? No. Let me just... that one. I was really hoping I wasn't going to do something stupid like this. But oh well, mistakes happen. It's always going to happen, but oh well. Glad I noticed it now, not when I've soldered everything in and got everything all in the circuit ready to go. Hang on, let me just try and move this closer. See if I can. God. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to go for plan B, and that is to try and pull it out. Okay, so it's in such a different angle as well, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Okay, so I just lost the grip of it. Is that it? Yep. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm pulling it with my pliers. Oh, I just melted something. Oh, God. Oh. Just pulled it out. Sure, alright. That was partially soldered in, but I managed to just pull the component out. Sure. Okay, now I'm gonna have to rearrange that. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Hopefully. So maybe I can even just like spread it out like that and then put it in like that, because basically what I can then do is if I grab this, let me just try and precision there. And okay, there we go. So basically I'm relocating that component to be connected to this still, but connected to that, which I can then connect to power, and it won't be connected through that LED anymore. So that means we should be good, basically. Okay. So now let's put it in there, put it in there. It's not falling out. Okay, good. Zoom the camera in. What does that do? Yay, hopefully it works. The component I was holding is a resistor, and that basically what a resistor does is makes not really not as much, but it kind of takes the power out of the electricity going to it a bit. So think of it like water flowing through a pipe, I guess, and you're making the pipe thinner. It doesn't restrict the water going through. It doesn't restrict the electricity. It just kind of makes it have less power. I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining things, but yeah, basically means that not too much current will go through components and it won't fry the components. Pretty much. So now that component's in, which is all good, And now I need to connect that to power. Alright. So I'm thinking maybe I could use a different wire. So I've got like this, got a crap ton of cables here that are just tangled within each other about a bajillion times. And I could use this red cable. The only issue with it is that it is a lot thicker, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. If it'll focus, that will be nice. There we go, yeah, so as you can see, it's a lot thicker, which means it might be a bit harder to work with. Might not even fit through the hole, I didn't even think of that. But I think it would make organization a lot easier if I use different colored wire to do things, obviously. So, to connect to the power. To do things, obviously, yeah. Great explaining. So let me grab some wire here. Cut that there. Ooh, that is thick wire. Don't know if that'll be any good. Actually, I've got a bunch of wire up here, which is considerably thinner. How about I just use this wire that I've got, because I've got a bunch of red of that, because generally red represents power, right? But yeah, okay. Yeah, I can just use this. I don't have too much of it, but that's all good. I can always get more if I need it. My wire. So that's still a bit thicker, but it should be fine. It should be all good. It will definitely fit through the holes and have a pretty good connection because this is pretty new wire. I only got it 6 months ago, maybe. Okay, so where am I looking? Up here, is it? Where did I put that resistor? It's up here. Okay, here it is. So I just need to connect that in there. And oh no, that's not what I want. Righty, so there we go. So now that's soldered in. That's the first power wire. I don't know how long I need to. I don't know how I'm gonna do this with the whole power system. Oh, I just had an idea, which doesn't require me to actually use this wire at all, for this connection anyway. So I'll just get rid of that. Basically what I can do is I can use these two rails, I guess, and pretty much what that does is the current can just go all into one place, and I can just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but just make my life a lot easier. So if I just connect that, connected. How do I always connect the place that I don't want to? There we go. Okay. So, make sure it's not connected on any other side. No. Okay, so pretty much, if I zoom in, that is connected to that, and then I can make this side power and this side ground, and then basically power will travel through those copper bits or whatever they are, and it'll go through to that and power it, I guess. So now I can essentially have the power all in one place, and it'll make my life a hell of a lot easier. And then I only have to connect one wire to this, and then that'll connect to the end there, and then it'll go to whatever, right? So, very smart, thank you. So, hopefully that'll be fairly easy. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but yeah, we'll see. So, it's the first thing that needs power. The second thing would be pin 16 of both of those, which will be very easy. And then 2 more things after that. And I believe that's all that needs power. So there's 2 which are super easy. They're just connecting 2 of these pins. Another one which doesn't even go straight to that, so that's fine. And then just 1 more which connects to another resistor. So that's all pretty easy. Alright. So let's see here. Alright. So, it does go that way, right? That way. So I need power on the pins facing this way. So this pin here, where? Here? Yep, that pin. Okay. So this pin there. Is that the right pin? Yeah. So I'll just connect that across there. So that can have a connection, that's all good. Okay. So, yeah, okay, alright. So now that's connected. So it's connected to power. Now the other one that needs to be connected to power is right up here. There is something in between it. So it's... hang on. Oh no. I soldered all 3 of these wires down the bottom right here in the wrong place. They will have to be moved over by 1. Oh, painful. Okay, that's alright. Because, oh, this one might not be long enough then, will it? Damn, alright, let's just get rid of this then. Destroy it. Well, not destroy it, but, you know. So we'll get rid of this one. I shouldn't be using my fingers. I have burnt myself way too many times with this soldering iron. Well, not with this one, but with an old one. And it is not very fun, trust me. I would not recommend burning yourself. It's not a fun hobby. Alright. I don't think anybody would think it would be a fun hobby, but oh well. Alright, now. Where did those go in? Okay, so that has to go in there. That's where the saying comes from. Measure twice, cut once. Even though this doesn't require measuring or cutting. Still a good idea. Okay, so that needs to... does that need to go into there? Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. No, it's not. That could have been bad. Actually needs to go in the one next to it. Right there. You can barely see that because it looks super messy. Alright, that's fine. Well, it's not super fine, but, you know. It is what it is. Just cooperate, will ya? Appreciate if you cooperated, Mr. Wire. Okay. Make sure that's not connected. That might be connected right there. Bend that up a bit, make sure it's not connected. Okay. Definitely not connected now. Now. Oh crap. Did I put that in the right place? You know. know if I put that in the right place or not. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that's definitely not the right place for it. I swear, if the right place was where I thought it was. Q8. Where I originally thought it had to be is the correct place for it. Thank you. Complications, gotta love it. Alright. Now I'm making connections from all over the place. Oh. I'm being spammed on Discord, gotta love it. Ouch. Yep. That's almost in already. So I just need to make that not connected. There we go. Okay. Right, so that's definitely in the right place. Yes. Now this has to go in the middle, and then that other one on the other end, and then we should theoretically be good. All right. So let me get... Crap. How the hell? Where did I even do... Where did that come from? Why is there a component leg? What if I... Man, I have no idea why that has a missing component. Why a component leg was just sitting there. Oh well. I died in Apex. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Okay, let me just... Okay, it's finally in the goddamn hole. Alright. There we go. Okay. So now that connection's in, time to do the last one, that last LED. And honestly, I may end the stream and leave it for tomorrow or some other day. Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour, so... There we go. And the other end needs to connect to that. So I reckon I can cut a bit off there. And strip that. Alright, now, has that made a connection? Yes. Alright, let me just rotate this around a bit. Yep, now I've made a massive connection. Alright, sweet. Let me just zoom out a bit, just in case you'll be able to... I hate the zooming thing in this. Okay, bye, I'm gonna watch Avengers. Alright, enjoy that. I'm probably going to end the stream very soon, so you won't miss out on much. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Alright. Thank God. What? Oh. Alright, well, I don't even know how that happened. That just came clean off. How the actual hell? There we go. Alright. Anyway, with that, I think I'm going to end this stream. So I've soldered in all the wires for the LEDs and started to connect the stuff to power. In the next stream / episode / whatever, whether you're watching this now or live or afterwards, yeah, so I'm gonna try and solder the rest of the power and maybe even the rest of the LEDs and the other connections as well. So, yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, whatever. Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe, whatever. And